Stadium, Hereford manager Peter Beadle. First of all, a very fractious game.
I thought it was our best performance of pre-season. I thought it was a real competitive game. Just as we looked at the friendlies and we've tried to plan it so that as we get closer to the season, we're playing teams that we think will be, what we're going to come up against. And Gloucester are a good side. They've got some good players, and it was a real good test for us tonight. So, like I said, and I thought we passed it with flying colours.
What about the refereeing?
Listen, it's his pre-season as well, and I've just been in and spoke to him and apologised for some of the things I said to him, but I do think that he got it a little bit wrong in the fact that we asked for common sense in these games. The tackle was reckless without doubt, and I suppose in any other game, in a league game, it probably would have been a red, but also the reaction of one or two of their players could have quite easily been a red. He said he didn't see the reaction, as in he didn't see it properly, the reactions, and if he'd have seen hands on faces or throat or whatever, he would have dealt with it in the right way. I just think if he'd have just come over and asked us to take him off, swap him over someone else, it would have made it a better game. He felt that if he didn't do that, it would have set a precedent for people to go and lunge in at tackles, and which is fair enough. That's his opinion. I don't agree with it, but I've just been and spoke to him, and we're all fine, and we're all good, and like I said, hopefully it won't go any further than tonight, and nothing happens with Garin going forward.
Yeah, that was my next follow-up question. Does this actually affect the start of the campaign?
I hope not. No, I mean, like I said, the referees dealt with it on the day. Obviously, being a friendly and not a competitive game, I don't think he has to do it if he doesn't want to. I think it'd be extremely harsh if he did, and I think if he did, we'd certainly look at the video and look at the one or two of theirs as well with the way they reacted to it, because I think it was the reaction that didn't help either with the sending off. So if they hadn't have reacted to it, let the referee deal with it, I think that maybe the outcome would have been a little bit different, but the way they reacted to it certainly set a precedent for what he had to do. And in my opinion, I think he got one fairly right, as in, like I said, it was a reckless challenge, both feet off the floor, and he had no control, so that's a red card in Premier League nowadays. So, but also their reaction, I thought one or two of them could have gone. So, like I said, but hopefully he assured me that he's dealt with it on the night, and that'll be the end of it, and hopefully he keeps his word.
Going back to the football, I thought Hereford played with good spirit, good shape in the first half, despite a few changes with Harry Franklin coming in, for an example, at right back, and Jimmy Yates playing centre half.
I thought Harry Franklin was absolutely fantastic tonight. What a good performance for a young 17-year-old at right back in a game like that, against opposition like that, and he did great. He got a bit tired towards the end, and he started to get beat a little bit more, on a regular basis down that side, but he dug in. Fantastic performance. What a great character, real good character from him. Yeah, I mean, like I said, we had a makeshift. We've got lots of forwards in the group, and all the defenders and goalkeepers are away on holiday, or injured. So, on Saturday we did contemplate, not playing the game because we didn't have enough bodies, but we managed to get through it hopefully okay tonight with not too many problems, and I'm glad we did, because it was a great workout, and I thought the team performance was really good, really solid towards the end, the way we hung on in there. Just a shame we couldn't hang on for a win, if you like. Would have been great for confidence, but I still thought that the shape, even with 10 men, they dug in. Performance was good character throughout the team, and a willingness to run. First half I thought we played superb. I thought front four were sharp on the money. And again, we could have gone in 2 or 3 up at half time, and it's no surprise that Tim brought on what I would call his heavy artillery straight away at half time, because maybe he thought that if he hadn't done it, the game would have got away from them. So that's credit to us, because I thought we played exceptionally well first half. I think they had a bit better second half, and obviously they had the lion's share when we went down to 10.
And offensively, the balls look sharper from set pieces and corners. Obviously, Jack Damon's a big presence in there, but he went close a couple of times, as did Dinsley. Yeah,
I mean, again, last year people asked questions in our first year, why don't we score enough goals from set pieces? And I think there's a lot of things have to be right for a set piece, and the delivery has to be right, and the movement has to be right. And obviously, we've had one on Wednesday, Priest getting on the end of one, Jack getting on the end of one tonight. So like I said, so that's looking good. And as we said, as we go through pre-season, we want to see improvements as we go along. I think Wednesday was quite an eye-opener for us. And I think that maybe the players certainly had it in the back of their mind that they didn't want to sort of go down that route again. Again, taking into consideration that we played a team that had 5 Premier League players in it that played in the Premier League, and but we didn't acquit ourselves particularly well. But I thought tonight we were really good, and certainly worthy of a result of some sort against a team from a higher opposition.
Stourbridge at Edgar Street, that'll be another tough one against a side at the same level as Hereford, albeit in the Northern Premier.
Again, another tough test for us, like I said, and it should bode us well for going into that first game of the season, because they've always been strong. They've obviously well renowned for their cup runs. I think last year They got to the playoff final, I think, and lost in the playoff final. The year before that, I'm not too sure where they finished in the league, but they've always been, every year they have a great cup run. Everyone talks about them, and so it's going to be another really tough game. And like I said, one that we need. I think some people go down the route of having 2 or 3 tough games and then finish off with an easy game, but I think that puts you in the wrong frame of mind. I think that we need to keep the tempo up, keep the intensity up. Obviously, we'll have a few more bodies back for next week, and like I said, hopefully we can get a few of the walking wounded patched up and ready for the start of the season.
How close is Mike McGrath, who's on crutches tonight? How close is Rob Purdy? How many weeks?
I think Macca, we talked about 2 weeks, so we're looking at obviously the week before, sort of leading up to the first game of the season before he'll be back doing anything. Purds again, obviously, as we talked about, his hamstring being a little bit older, I think we're talking sort of 4 to 6 weeks, which is a bit of a shame because he's looked quite bright in pre-season. But
who else has got knocks? Mark Priest?
No. Mark Priest just runs like he's got a knock, so I can only say it because he's not here, so I can just get away with it. Keon's got a bit of a knock. Dinsley's obviously he only got back from holiday on Saturday afternoon, so he's had a week off, and he's just come in and played 80 odd minutes tonight, and so he'll feel that tomorrow. Edgy's got a little bit of a knock on his ankle, but he's managed to play through it tonight. Like I said, Keon's got a bit of a bang on his toe, or got us trodden on, so he's got a bit of a sore toe. So, like I said, but outside of that, I think Molyneux's got his, so he's hoping to train or do some sort of training this week. So that'll be good if he does. And then, like I said, hopefully we've got Greeny coming back, but obviously he's not available for the first game. Priestley coming back Wednesday, Horses back Wednesday. So like I said, so hopefully we'll have a few more bodies and we'll do a proper training session this week rather than with 7 or 8 people like we did on Saturday.
Thanks for your time.
No problem.